Welcome back to the Clydesdale Media Podcast Roundtable. Something like that.
Something like that.
We got the three amigos in today.
We do.
We got
Ohio's
Charlie
finest.
Odie, Ohio's finest. There we go. So, what's going on, party people?
Well, listen, you know what's not cool is that my daughter got a snow day today, and I did not, and I was betting that I would have one. So that was a little bit of a disappointment, but I did have fun playing in the snow at school today.
Yeah, quick hi to Kenneth, Yash, Corey, Elise, Patrick. And Yash, yes, we're now at a triangular table because there's only three of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's what the kids like to call a devil's threesome.
Okay, well, let's move right along. So your kids had school today.
Mine?
Yeah.
Did they? I don't know.
I don't know.
I try not to pay attention to them. 5:30.
That's not recommended.
They're their moms.
Yeah, I don't even listen to the news in the morning anymore now that my daughter's out of school.
Just so you know, you haven't had to listen to the news because you get a text message, you get an email, and a phone call from the school district if there is something happening. So you won't miss.
Oh, I now remember those. I love the 4 a.m. phone call.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for waking me up.
Right. To tell me there's a 2-hour delay and I get to sleep for 2 more hours. But but isn't the snow so beautiful right now? Like yesterday's snow was like the good kind of snow.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, there is. Because
it was the pretty kind of snow.
Yes, and it doesn't make the roads real terrible. Right? Because it wasn't sticking to
the only bad thing is it's the heavy kind of snow that you have when you shovel.
Right.
Because it's wet and it's fluffy, and then shoveling is no fun.
Yeah.
And then when your wife tries to help you out by clearing off your car because you have a doctor's appointment this morning, and she takes a shovel and just scrapes it across your window and rips your windshield wiper off.
This explains so many things about your car. Did you duct tape it back together?
Whatever. No, I bought a new wiper.
Did she forget they were there?
I don't know. Because it was pretty thick, right? Because it was probably inches because it melted down. I don't know.
Did she forget windshield wipers were there? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I
Did
think
she forget their windshield wipers were there?
Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah. Well, so then after that, I went to work, and then I just came to the gym, and I just got the workout done. And it is, I feel like I just did Fran.
It is spicy.
It was real spicy. But
so did you do it, Charlie?
Kind of. There was burpees, which I don't do burpees anymore.
So what'd you do instead? Slam balls?
March 1st, I'll do burpees, but I did slam balls, yes. And I still jumped over.
Wait. Whoa. March 1st? Your surgery's what, like February 23rd?
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be ready to go.
And then burpees, a week later on a new hip, you're going to be doing
squats for burpees.
I mean, there's not going to be any kind of inflammation or anything like that. That's a part of the healing process. So he'll have no problems just getting right there.
No, because I'm putting the piston in there, and it's just going to up and down.
It's just going to make so many areas of your life so much easier, Charlie. Spicy like McDonald's Sprite. Ooh.
It's a good one.
The workout. Okay, well, here's what it was. It was 21-15-9 power cleans and burpee over bar.
Bar facing burpees.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, bar facing burpees. And it was a lung burner. So
Slightly heavier than Fran, but
yeah, so I'm going to call it spicy, like the medium spice that Scott did on his wing challenge. So
Yeah. Speaking of which, I broke out the Los Calientes today on my chicken at lunch, which was number 4 in the lineup. And it was very, very tasty. When it's the only thing you're having, very, very good.
let's address, did you work out today?
I did not.
When will you work out today?
If I do, it'll be in the garage after work. I was at the hospital this morning
Yes, for your CT scan?
getting a CT scan, and that took longer than I anticipated.
Yeah.
More waiting than anything, but not too bad. Little donut that they stick your head in, and it's like a mini MRI machine.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of hang out there, but it has to be very precise. Like if I tilted my head just like that much, they're like, nope. Like she's pulling my head so the target's like right.
Yeah, it is very precise, and you like can't move, and so then that makes me think anytime that means I can't breathe. So I'm like holding my breath the whole time, and then when you finally breathe, they're like, "Don't move," and I'm like, "But when am I supposed to breathe?"
Yeah. So I still can't breathe very well. So I talked about it this week on my weight loss journey, that in the last week since I've gotten back from Miami, every workout has induced an asthma attack.
Well, how about just some kind of movement, like 10 minutes on the bike, just moderate pace?
Yeah, I'll do something tonight. I just don't know what it is yet. I haven't thought that far.
Corey's right.
Yeah, Jody's saying do an EMOM. EMOM sounds kind of fun. Yeah,
And
maybe
don't
do
breathe.
that.
Just don't breathe. Hold your breath.
Yeah, hold your breath.
Breathing is overrated, according
Correct.
to Corey.
Yeah.
I do have to say, like, I do have an airwave, and it does help a lot with the asthma thing. So I'll probably put that in. An EMOM sounds good.
Yeah.
I want to do a little lift, maybe some bike back and forth. Maybe
What
do
kind of
that
lift?
for 20 minutes.
Okay, a lift.
So, yeah, maybe power cleans and bike. I haven't done power cleans in a while.
Yeah.
Ken says, when in doubt, just hold your breath. Do a full body flex for max time.
Yep. So you just about feel like you're going to pass out, and then you just shut it down.
Charlie, did you see the workout tomorrow?
No.
Oh, well, you're going to be modifying, but it's
Amy, are you trying to get our foot fetish fans to jump
Yes.
You know what? I do need to, because I'll tell you why. The price of eggs these days, I'm telling you what.
Little foot
It's not
finder.
cheap. I need to do OnlyFans or foot fetish just so I can buy my nutritious eggs.
What brand? Those are Reeboks. Are they Nanos? Or
They
running
are
shoes?
they're Nanos. They're the Nano 2s, and they are actually my new favorites.
The brand new ones that came out?
Yeah.
You bought brand news?
Well, they were 40% off.
I was going to say, you're Scott.
So those are the X2s or the 2s?
X2s.
Okay.
And I love them. I don't know. Just the Nano X2. But
not Fronings.
I hated the 10s. Hated them. It felt like, it still feels like clown shoes. It's like I'm wearing them. And then I needed to get new shoes because nobody got them for me for Christmas, so I had to buy them for myself. And somebody that at the gym said that the Nano 1s are a little bit better than the X's. They still have a little bit higher heel, and that's what I hated. But the Nano 2s have a lower heel, and that's the right. It's right. I like it.
Corey, what kind of nonsense?
Elise says those aren't Fronings. Fronings are never 40% off, ever. They're never 1% off.
What?
And Corey, I don't have a rower.
Yeah, not anymore.
Or 6 hours to do this workout.
So one of my first ever workouts at Polaris was a 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 of only it was 500 meter ski erg, 50 calorie bike, 50 calorie row, then 400 meter ski erg, 40, 40. And that took me every bit all the way down to 10. And it took me all of like 28 minutes.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow's workout's some bull because it's a double dumbbell thrusters plus double dumbbell box step ups. And that is no joke. That is really challenging because a lot of people, from a coaching standpoint, a lot of people do step ups incorrectly. Like when they're weighted, they do the little, here's my foot, and then I'm just going to put the other one on here real quick instead of standing up, coming to full extension with one leg, and then bringing the other foot and leg up. So I think a lot of people get by doing heavier weight that shouldn't be doing the heavier weight because they're, doing that little part.
Are you a dumbbell swinger or a dumbbell stationary on your step ups?
Well,
It's really
I did that is a personal question, but I'm going to answer it because I feel like it will add to the story. I will probably go a little, I'll scale the weight back tomorrow. I'll probably do 25s. So I don't think that I will swing them. But if I was doing 35s, I would maybe do it. But then I'd be scared that I would hit the box and then do something.
You need to put that in your foot finder profile.
Okay.
Double dumbbell swinger.
I'm going to put double dumbbell swinger.
Yep.
You heard it.
Yeah, but you know what? Maybe I'll put my hair like up into a pineapple knot so that while I'm doing it, I can swing the dumbbell and have a pineapple knot on my head.
Yash says, I'm stationary. Swinging is for pineapple people only.
Yeah, that's why I added the pineapple on there.
Pineapples have their purpose.
Yeah.
It's a different podcast.
Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Is that the one that Charlie, you and Amy are starting?
Yes, maybe.
We don't even know. We can't even get our shit together enough to start one.
You guys have said that you had an idea, and Kat and I have been waiting with bated breath for a month, I think now.
The only idea we had is what our thumbnail photo would look like. That's it. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, what else?
I think you two fighting once a week is worth all the.
I think us just airing our friendship laundry would be entertainment enough.
We don't fight anymore.
Sometimes, but lately we haven't because you've been showing up and doing things, and
we definitely will after surgery.
Yeah, we will definitely fight after surgery because he'll start doing dumb stuff and think he's all,
Right.
Think he's all healed and can do anything he wants. And I'm going to have to reel it back in.
So let's talk ailments because Charlie is going under the knife in February.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I had a CT scan today on my sinuses.
Yeah. Finding
out results tomorrow. And Amy, you got a shoulder issue going into the open.
I do.
And now she's worried that she won't be a level 8 anymore.
I can accept that. I can grow as a person. And I'm going to sneeze, so I'm going to pause this.
That's showing growth.
What?
You paused it.
I did. So
you didn't kick us out of the whole podcast.
Yeah,
because it's on my phone and I don't even know where all the buttons are. So it started, I would say this shoulder thing has been going on for about 3+ months. And it was because I was doing some personal training to work solely on ring muscle ups. And I kind of, I think it's tendonitis, rotator cuff tendonitis, but I mean, I did kind of catch it far out once, and that's really where it's hurting. But I've been, I'm getting dry needling, I'm getting, massage. I've been really doing crossover symmetry every single day. And it's only certain movements, but I do think it's going to affect my performance unless we can stay with, like deadlifts and burpees and that kind of thing.
So let me ask you this question, the dry needling.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Do you get the muscle jumps with it?
Sometimes if like I can actually feel where the trigger points are. And if I say sometimes like right, like point directly to it, I'm like, I can tell where I'll get a jolt, but not every time.
Because it was explained to me that that's what they try to do with dry needling is they want the muscle to jump because then that aids recovery.
Yeah.
And so are you seeing any results from that?
I mean, I am seeing some, and I just know that, rotator cuff takes a long time to heal. It's kind of something like I would think like tennis elbow or golfer's elbow. Like it's something that you constantly use and it's inflammation, but I can still do stuff, but it's definitely like if I'm going overhead, I definitely feel this side lags behind and it's weaker. But here's the other thing I started doing. Cold showers. So not the cold plunge type thing, but like for 45 seconds, I'm getting in to a cold shower and then to try to help with just overall inflammation and circulation, like with my body for healing. But it was funny because the first day I did it, Scott was like, your body's not even in the shower. It's just like your hand is in there. That doesn't count for your 45 seconds. So I've had to work my way into getting the body totally submerged.
Have you tried any hot, cold, or?
Yeah. What's this?
So I don't know if you can have both golfers and tennis, but who knows?
Hey, Dion played 2 sports.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, that's the
and
thing.
And then there's a lot of people doing the hot, cold stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Because Chris Hemsworth said to do it.
Did he?
Oh, yeah, it's a little show.
Oh, well, I mean, there is tons of research about it. I mean, that's the whole thing. The whole cold plunge thing was annoying me a little bit because ice baths have been a thing forever. Like, this is not new. I think just there's more, like, information out, now that people are accessing. And I believe in the ice baths and that sort of thing. So I totally am in on that. But it's just cracking me up that you see it constantly now on everybody's social media.
Yeah, marathoners are like, really?
Yeah, see, that's when I would go run, any double digit mileage, and I would come home even in the winter with a bag of ice. I would go sit in the bathtub, drink my pumpkin spice latte or pumpkin beer because that's usually when race time was. And then when my drink was up, then I would get out of the bath. So.
Yeah. Cool.
So yeah. So are you thinking maybe surgeries in your in both of your futures, huh?
Well, I find out tomorrow. Of course, I'm thinking worst case scenario. I've gone into the Amy Radowski School of Self-Diagnosis.
Yeah.
And I'm
so what'd you
convinced I have a brain tumor.
Oh, well, that's probably not likely, but I have convinced myself several times I have a brain tumor.
Maybe you have that thing like in Total Recall, and you got to get that little ball out of there. You got to get that machine to pull it out.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah.
You need the Nose Frida.
Yeah, I've
Right.
gotten a lot of comments about the Nose Frida in the last week, and there's a lot of no bueno on the
I want to know
on the
because
Nose
Elise
Frida.
wasn't on here the day we were talking about it, but because she's got younger kids, and I
But
wanna
she
know
did
if-
comment on YouTube.
Oh, she
just so
did.
you know.
Okay.
She did.
Good.
And that she is very familiar with the Nose Frida,
Okay.
and that it has a filter in it to prevent it from getting
You
to your
suck
mouth.
it into. Okay. So
Now-
it's a thing.
If the filter is allowing air, convince me that no snot particle is making it through the filter.
I think you need to. Here's what we need to do. I'm not going to be the one that does it. Okay. But I think you need to definitely do it on the air.
To who? Corey?
No, somebody needs to do the nose Frida on him to fix his sinuses.
And there's Elisa's response.
Okay. Zero nasty. Literally zero.
Is that
Get
a double
everything.
blind study or just your personal experience?
And how do you know if it's babies? Maybe this doesn't have a taste because it's a baby. I don't trust it.
Well, you don't even know because you don't know.
I know. I've seen it. They were around in
Now,
mine.
are we still talking about the same thing, Elise? Because that went in a different direction. The tip is wider and the hose is thin.
Okay, listen, we're going to get highlighted for inappropriateness on this podcast.
Well, you keep showing your feet. Yeah.
I told you I got to pay for my eggs.
Which eggs? Which eggs are we talking about?
Any
She
kind of
said-
eggs you want to buy.
She said that her experience with 3 kids, and I have friends with multiple kids. So I guess that's her double blind study.
Got it. Listen, Charlie, do you do the grocery shopping at your house?
Yes.
Okay. Whoa, a lot. Do you buy a dozen eggs?
Yes.
How much are they costing you?
$6.99.
Right. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Right. So that's why I got to do these only feet fans so I can pay for the 3 dozen eggs I need to buy every week.
For your gains.
My gains.
Dang. And you can check that out at amysbeautifulfeet.com.
I better go get a pedicure before this website starts.
Elise is right. You should just go buy a chicken.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm not against it, but where I live near a park
Keep it in the house.
where there are lots of coyotes in our area, so those chickens wouldn't last long. So that's no bueno on the chickens for me.
Bruce is asking for the link already, so maybe you need to get that site up.
Shoot.
All right. Well, one thing I did want to talk about before we get off the air today is that we got some feedback on our talks of Wadapalooza last week.
Oh.
And I believe it was my 2 riffs and the roundtable from last Wednesday.
Okay.
I got feedback back from Dylan Militsky, the president of Loud and Live,
Yeah.
wanting to know what I meant about certain things
Okay.
that were said. I'll leave that conversation private for the most part because it's ongoing and is continuing to go on. But I just wanted to say that I really respect Dylan for reaching out and asking about it and what was meant by it and wanting to further the discussion so that they can be better, going forward in the future. And actually was very transparent and self-aware of issues that they were already having. And so I appreciated his transparency to that, and I'm excited to see what's going on with that going forward. And if we can make some change in some areas for external media, and as for the way things are going to happen at Wadapalooza going forward. So I don't think anybody's trying to cancel us at this point. Maybe they are. I don't know. Didn't see that. This was a very good conversation with Dylan over the topics. Yes, Amy.
Do you know what I saw that I think is stupid about Wadapalooza? And this is Amy opinion only. I think it was stupid to get tattoos to get into Wadapalooza for free.
Why?
For life.
For life. I think it's stupid.
Easier than working out to do it.
But I just think it's dumb. I mean, I'm not against tattoos. I'm against dumb tattoos. 100%. I think it's a dumb tattoo. Sorry.
Yeah. I'm sure people have gotten tattoos for less.
Yeah.
We did not address Kat not being here. We just decided to party without her.
Mm-hmm.
No, she just had a busy weekend, and we'll probably address her weekend on future episodes. And Travis, I don't know if you can see it, but it's up.
I see it.
The copyright infringement banner.
Yikes.
So the requirements for the tattoo, I think you just had to buy the Wadapalooza tattoo. I did not try to buy it, so I don't know any more details than that. But it had to be a certain size. It was like a template that was already there. And then you just had to purchase it, and it was not cheap. It was like a $300 tattoo. That you got. So
that's, but see, I don't want to walk around with the emblem or symbol of that. I don't know. I just think it's lame.
I don't know.
Amy's opinion.
So Andrew Sten is saying they need to put a limit on the number of people allowed into WZA.
Well, if they give people tattoos for life.
Yep.
Are you going to put a limit on it?
Corey said I'd look good with a WZA tattoo on my neck.
Why not just put it on your face, Corey? Just go right for it. Forehead.
I think the dilemma, just to answer Andrew real quick, here's the dilemma. You have 3 stages going on. You have all these other divisions happening at the same time that deserve some love, and that people should be going to watch adaptive athletes do what they do, teens and masters and all of that. And I had a good time watching those when we were waiting for the elites to come in. But at the end of the day, almost everybody wants to go in and see the elites finish off the day in that competition. And that's where the fire marshal came in and blocking the people out. I don't know how you set a number that's going to appease everybody, because you have 3 venues you want to fill, and maybe everybody wants in one venue at one time. I do like Travis's suggestion. I do think it's something that needs to be looked at, is that jumbotrons need to be put around the park.
I was just about to suggest that.
So that you can watch it from outside the venue if you don't get in.
Like at the beer garden, or like at the games, like a spot where it's a festival.
They don't
get in.
They don't have space for a beer garden at this point in time.
Yeah.
And I said that to Dylan. I said, I understand the dilemma of being in this iconic place with these iconic views of people doing muscle ups out over the ocean. Like, when do you leave to go to a bigger place to accommodate that? And you risk losing maybe spectators because it's not the same look and feel that it's always been. So I don't think it's an easy solution for Loud and Live. But we'll see.
Apparently they have
And
one
then
in
Andrew
Brooklyn.
follows up with kind of like the games. They have festival tickets and Coliseum tickets. I'm not sure how I like all that either, but
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm not the one that has to make the decision. I'll tell you that. On how to solve that. So I'll let the other people solve that.
Bruce, the one at the rain tent, I would not call a Jumbotron. I would call it like a 60-inch TV that was there, not like big enough for a bunch of people to gather around. At the games, you have a true Jumbotron that you can see in a huge beer garden from every vantage point. And I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
I don't know what the admission price was to get in. And then Vindicate Travis says it's a festival, much like a giant general admission concert. If you don't get there early, you won't see the stage. Media should be allowed in, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it is. And they advertise it as a festival. And there's a lot to do around, even if you don't get into the main venue.
All right. So tomorrow, are you saying who's on tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow we have two guests tomorrow. Tomorrow is Elisa Fuliano, the Italian CrossFitter who has fought through rheumatoid arthritis to make it to the games last year. We talked to her just before the games, so we're going to catch up with her on her games experience, as well as she did very, very well at Wodapalooza. And we want to catch up about that. In addition, in the evening at 6:00, we have Allison Stahl, who it's a very funny story. We actually met at the Bayside Pavilion. She was sitting there watching, and Kat and I happened to be sitting beside her. She is a rival of Jamie Latimer, friendly rival, but rival. She has finished one place behind her at Masters Fitness Collective and Legends. And then Allison won Wodapalooza in the 35 to 39-year-old division. So we're going to have her on to hear her story. And then as long as Paige's head cold is gone, we will have her on Thursday, Paige Semenza, Thursday at 2:00. And I do have, I have two other guests that have confirmed they want to be on. We just are finishing up with a time. And one of them may have won Wodapalooza. Just saying. So, any final thoughts? And yes, VIP, and I know that frustrates Amy big time because they did pay a lot for those seats. And they did not, there were many of them that didn't get in to see their own family members compete.
Yeah. I agree.
I do believe if you are paying that kind of money to get VIP seats, you better have a seat.
Yep.
So, and the people I talked to, just to be clear, were elite athlete family members who didn't get in to see their own family member compete on the floor. So with that, we will say goodbye today. And I am planning to do a couple more riffs this week. They're going to be more on a little bit positive note of some experiences at Wodapalooza. And I just want to say some of the good things that I experienced. And a suggestion to rectify a problem in the space overall, not just Wodapalooza. So those two are on the docket for the week. And then maybe we'll have Amy's Beefs or a Cat's Rants or a Charlie I don't give a shit. But with that, we will see you next time, everyone, on the Clydesdale Media Roundtable.